What's up, everybody? It is your boy Bishop, cracking at the beginning of this this video. It's not starting off so hot. You got to What's up, everybody? It is your boy Bishop coming at you again with a video that isn't actually the one that I said I was going to do at the end of my last video. I believe I said I was going to do it where I was going to show the difference that I see between people who play in arena and people who play in pubs, but unfortunately the video has been lost or deleted, or it's I can't find it again. And I haven't been able to find another example to show, but I'm going to still work on that one. Hopefully I can get it and then continue to show you guys that. But today I wanted to bring you something that I don't see a lot of people mentioning, or I don't even know if a lot of people are aware or using it. But this has saved my butt so many times. It can be used in public matches, but I find it most useful when I'm playing in arena. Reason being is because arena has the bans and the protect system. So I want to show you what I've done, and maybe it's something that you guys can take advantage of, because if you're playing in arena and you're doing your class setups and your favorite guns or perks have been banned from the game, you need to be able to get your all of your classes set up or corrected before the timer runs out. So what you want to do is on your Xbox or your PS4, obviously, you go into the menu down here and you go into Gunsmith. Okay. Now, like I said, most of you may know this, some of you might not, so I'm just trying to help the people who don't know about this. But if you look on the screen, you see how my CUDA has a number 2 next to it, my VMP has a number 1, so on and so forth. And the same thing with my assault rifles, they all have number 2s next to them. Well, reason being is this. I'm going to go into my CUDA thing here, and you see I have 2 different CUDA setup. I have one that's set for range and one that's set as just a normal gun. Now, if you look in the middle bottom, though, there's a part that says variant slots, and you see that mine says 28 of 31. What this means is you can actually create 31 different variants of all the guns that you like to use. So basically, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, when I'm on this map, I use this gun. When I'm on this map, I use this gun. When I'm playing this game type, I use this gun. And the way that this comes in handy is, like I said, is when you're in arena and you want to change out the guns that have been banned, you don't have to go and create a whole brand new gun because your favorite gun was banned out of there. Same thing in in public matches. When you go into a public match and you're about to go into the game and you have your screen full of players and the countdown timer's going down, you're like, oh wait, I forgot to add this one. You just go in here right away and you go, oh, I wanted to put this gun on instead of this gun, and you make the change really quick, and hopefully you can get it in there before the timer runs out. But like I said, for me, most of the time, it's more effective for me in arena, because obviously that is what I play the most. Now I'm just going to kind of go through one here really quick. I'll go through everybody's favorite gun here. If you go in here, you go to create a variant, you enter your variant name. I'm just going to put in just a generic one here, VMP1, confirm. Now what you do in here is you go in here and you can choose what you want to have on your gun. If you want your ELO sights, and then you want to put your quick draw and your grip on there. If you want to, just put everything possible on this gun that you want to put on it, and then you can put your own custom paint job, or you can go in here, you can put your camo on here, and then boom, your gun is done. Okay, when you're done, you save it, and there you go. You see right there on the top underneath the name, it shows you everything that you'll be using. You'll be using all the attachments that I put on there, but you also see that you have the perk greaves. So this gun is showing you how many slots you're going to take right there on your class setup. So that's going to be 9 slots on your class setup. So if you go into a class setup here and you go, okay, I don't want this one, I want to put the one that I just made in there, it's going to tell you right away that you need to remove 6 items. Okay, and on here, that's everything that I had on there in order to work that. So no perks, no nothing I can do on this variant. But like I said, most of the time I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to have my perks and stuff like that, and put everything on there that I need to play my game. I'll fix that later. I don't care. Sorry, OCD acts up sometimes when I'm doing things. But, you know, I mean, like I said, this is just something that I wanted to point out to you guys. Like I said, I'm not sure if a lot of people know about it. You can also delete, you can copy, rename. You know, you can do all sorts of things with this. I haven't used the media manager yet, so I'm not sure what that does. And then publish it to your showcase. I don't see a lot of people doing that yet. But as you can see with my assault rifles, this is where I get a little bit more detailed because my SMGs are really only used on respawn game types. I'm a little bit different of a player on S&Ds and stuff like that, and that's what I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll go in here to my XR2. You see how I have it named XR2 S&D and XR2? This is basically me saying, okay, my normal XR2 I'll use in a respawn gameplay. Okay, I'll use it in uplink, or I'll use it in capture the flag, whatever my role is going to be. If I'm going to be the guy who's guarding the ball, the guy who's guarding the flag, or whatever, I'll pull this sucker out. But this is how I have my S&D one set up. So if S&D ends up being the map, I can just go in here now, and I can go, okay, let's go to my created class. I can go to my assault, and I can go XR2 S&D. Okay, and then I can remove anything that I don't need in an S&D match in order to make that that sucker fit in there. Okay, and again, like I said, if I'm not playing S&D and I put this in here, then I'm going to make sure that I put all of my perks that I had on there before back on, and then you see the wild cards around there that shouldn't be on there, and then I'm back to normal. Okay, and obviously, like I said, these are things that really come in handy when you are in the middle of getting a game set up. That's my biggest use for them. And as you'll see, I have an S&D one for each gun: the KN-44, HVK, the ICR, all the way down here to the M8A7. I have 2 variants for each one of these guns, and it helps me to switch it out quickly as the matches are starting. I do have one LMG variant. It's the Gorgon. I don't like using it, but as you all know, everybody online will use whatever they need to in order to win matches. And so if I have a guy on the other team that's lighting up a Gorgon, and we all know how fast these kill, I'll pull that sucker out. And then I have a RK5 variant for my pistols. This one here is for my S&Ds. And for just normal maps, if I decide to throw that extra variant, or throw this gun on. And then we have the LCAR 9 has the same thing going on. Okay. There is one thing that I did want to point out as well with when you're creating your classes, is that if you are creating these guns and you have these variants that you are setting up here, if you don't have these sights or the attachments that you're making your guns with unlocked already in arena mode, I'm sorry, not in arena mode, in the public match, you cannot use that setup. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna show you what I mean. You can see here that my CUDA is a level 5, okay? If I go in here and I try to attach one of the variants that I have built, you can see that I can't use it. And the reason being is because the items that I have attached are not unlocked for me to be able to put on there. You can see I'm missing 3 sights still, and I'm missing a whole bunch of other attachments here. So, like I said, when you go into Gunsmith, if you create a variant and you don't have this the attachments unlocked, or the optics unlocked for those guns that you created, then you won't be able to use those variants. Now, as you saw here with my created classes, okay, these are my arena things. I have 2 SMGs, an assault class, an LMG, and a sniper class. Now, as I just showed you, I only have 1 LMG that I use if I need to use it, and I have 1 sniper class, okay, because I don't use any other sniper gun but the SVG 100, so I'll leave these 2 the way that they are. I don't ever touch these 2. And you know, obviously, if the Gorgon gets banned, I can always put assault rifle in here and then go back and change it. But my 2 SMGs is because in the respawns, if most people are pulling out VMPs and say the CUDA can't compete with them because people are just running up on me, I can go ahead and I can have an SMG set up as a CUDA, and then I can have another class set up with the VMP, and I can be ready for either fast firing weapons, or I can keep people at a distance. So I have 2 different SMGs that I can use. My assault rifles, I generally just stay with 1 assault rifle. I've been used to the XR2, but if it gets banned again, that's not a problem. I can go on down here to the M8A and throw that sucker on, Okay, and then we're good to go. Just toss my tactical back on there, and everything's good to go. So basically, that's really what I wanted to show you. Forgot to mute my phone again, which I always freaking do. So unfortunately, that sucker got into the video, but I don't care. But I hope that made sense to you guys. I hope you guys understand my reason behind doing all of this. It's just easier than going in here and going, okay, I want the M8A7, but then what attachments do I want? And then next thing you know, the game loads in and you didn't fix your gun. It's just easier to go in here, grab your gun that you want, grab it for the map mode that you want, toss it on there, and then just be done with it. So this might save you guys some time if you're finding yourself oftentimes having troubles at the beginnings of games where you're going, okay, I just keep on trying to set up my classes, but they're not getting done, because I see that quite often in Arena. I think this will really help you guys. I see a lot of the times the Arena timer counts down, and guys go, they don't get the green check mark saying that they hit, yeah, I'm good to go. They get the red check mark, and I think a lot of the times that might be why some people leave the games. They're like, oh, I don't have my gun, so now I don't want to play this game anymore. So, like I said, little time saver, little tip. If you guys never really played around with Gunsmith or saw how it was easy to use, I thought maybe that would help you guys out. So, do me a favor, smash that like button to help me grow the channel. Give a follow. I'll keep on bringing as many videos like this as I can to you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment and subscribe and do all that stuff. And most of all, have yourselves a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. You got to